Yo, what's up, y'all? This is your boy, Ogechi Aghaji, aka Oaghaji here, and I'm back with another review. Now, today's review is going to be a little bit short because it's a little late. And it's going to be on the 2017 action adventure visual novel game, Shuyan Saga. Yep, that's right. And for those of you that might know, that I've already beaten this game, and I definitely enjoyed it. Now the game takes place in a fictional world that is inspired by ancient Chinese culture, folklore, and mythology. You know what I'm saying? And it falls around our main character Shuyan, who is the princess of a kingdom. And she has to protect her kingdom from an evil, warlord that possesses the power of a dragon spirit with the power of the phoenix spirit. And throughout her journey, when you play this game, she learns how to, control this phoenix power and all that stuff. And she meets good friends and meets a couple of enemies. You know what I'm saying? So that's the gist of it because I don't want to spoil it for y'all. Now, the gameplay, is pretty interesting. It kind of reminds me of Shin. Yeah, it's kind of like Shenmue-ish in a way. You know what I'm saying? The controls are you have, this analog button here and stuff like that, and and the button with the Y, you have the Y button for the pump for certain attacks. You have the X for certain attacks. And you got the A. You got the A and the B button for certain, button combinations and things of that nature. And when you face certain enemies in a certain way, you have to push, the right analog stick to deflect their attacks, which is nice. And then you have the directional buttons right here where you greet, which is like a dodge mechanic. You know what I'm saying? Once and then you have the attack. You have two gauges in the game. You got the orange gauge for the attacks and the blue gauge for the attacks, so for the defense, basically. You know what I'm saying? If you one of them up, you get to use a powerful move, and you press the ZR button to unleash that power, to unleash it. You know what I'm saying? When you dodge all the attacks with the greet moves, and you fill up the blue greet gauge, you use the ZR button or the ZL button to press to unleash that greet attack. You know what I'm saying? You gotta push certain buttons like a QTE or a quick time event, I guess, but not to that same extent, to unleash that attack. But once you use the fill up the orange gauge with the attacks with the Phoenix, you push the ZR button and you unleash a powerful, devastating attack, and then you can finish it up with a good little button combo. You know what I'm saying? So, which is pretty cool. And the graphics are pretty interesting too. That I can say. You know what I'm saying? That and it's very cool, and I definitely like the comic book art. You know what I'm saying, and the graphic novel aspect, and the voice captain is pretty interesting. Now I use the Chinese dub. You know what I'm saying, because I felt like I can get that that wuxia type of experience, but I'll probably switch to English, version, because Kristen Kirk, the one who played, Lana from Smallville. She plays the character Shuyan, which is cool. So yeah, overall, Shuyan Saga is a pretty fun, unique game. I definitely recommend y'all checking this out. Like I said, especially if you enjoy games like Shenmue and things like that. And the combat is pretty fluid, actually. You know what I'm saying? Especially once you get used to it. There are also different extra modes like adventure, tournament, you can play just to keep y'all occupied, which is nice. So, yeah, I give this game a 4 out of 5. You know what I'm saying? Me personally. Hopefully, y'all enjoy this review. What I mean? Stay tuned for more. You know what I'm saying? If y'all like this video, y'all can hit and that like button and share it. Y'all can subscribe to the channel Oaghaji27 and hit that notification bell to keep y'all updated. And y'all can also follow me on my other social media accounts. One day I might do a little update, a 2.0 version of this review of the game later on. Maybe, who knows? I'll let y'all know. You'll see. So yeah, with all that being said, This is your boy Ogechi Aghaji, aka Ogaji, aka the Perfect Sensei, signing out. Peace.